like I said, in less than an hour, I have a month's worth of social media content, which I've reviewed and updated and then forwarded over to be scheduled. And now I don't have to worry about it for a month. There's no excuse for me not to spend the time doing it. Many of you have heard, probably seen a lot of posting about artificial intelligence, AI. What can it do? I mean, there's lots of things about dangers of AI, right? But more recently, I've been doing some deep dive into what can be done using AI to make your marketing that much better. This is a tool. It's chat.openai.com. It's a free tool you can sign up for. One of the biggest things that just keep me away from doing a lot of marketing is time. Like, it takes a lot of time to write a post. When you are looking for this chat AI, there's a lot of other people out there doing similar things and naming their stuff. So I'm here and I'm going to say, write me an email to my newsletter subscribers about the launch of my new nonfiction book, Self-Publishing Made. Okay, so it spit out that whole email, right? Now I'm going to say, give it a more friendly tone.
So, April, you're not inputting anything?
Nothing.
Recently?
Nothing.
You just type that in?
That is insane.
Right? See, did it blow your mind?
Yes.
Yes.
My jaw has just dropped. This is brilliant. I've never seen anything like this. It's insane.
Now, of course, AI, it has all of this information out there. This information within the AI that's available, it has digested some of the best written words and blogs and emails. So then I'm going to say, create a video script using this same information. Now it's remembering everything it already did for me. See what it just did there? Write an engaging caption for my YouTube video about my book launch of Self-Publishing Made Simple nonfiction book.
And this is free?
Yeah, free.
And it knows Barnes & Noble and Amazon?
Yeah.
This is unbelievable.
Good. Now shorten it. Now make it more clickbaity. Appeal to their fear of missing out. So Amelia is asking, how do you learn the language to type into it? I just started asking it questions and asking it to write stuff for me. And it did. And then I'm correcting it by asking, oh, I like that, but do this a little bit differently, or make it shorter or make it longer. And sometimes if it thinks too much, you might get an error. This is beta and it's open, free for everybody. And it does have, like, as you could tell, I had some issues trying to get in here. Sometimes the site gets a little overloaded, but now I'm back. So now I'll just say, create 10 social media posts about my new book launch for Self-Publishing Made Simple. This is what I did for Naira. We were like, what do we write about? I'm like, I have no clue. But this, see how it's doing it? I'm hands-free. I'm not doing anything. It is going through this.
How do you know if it gives the information to multiple people, the same information, if somebody else were to type in?
I'm asking it a unique question, and it's going and finding things. And then I can say, make it this tone or that tone, or shorten it. Give me 500 words for a blog post on.
What about copyright? I mean, how do you know it's not copying somebody else's information and then giving it back to you, and then you use it and then you get copyright infringement? How do you?
There's a lot of debate on that these days. So I would just keep an eye open on the activities that are around AI. What I'm doing is asking it to give me some stuff, using that for ideas, tweaking it. 80% of what it gives me is what I would be doing to begin with. And so I tweak it, I add my own things to it. You add your own images, you know, here's a good one. Give me 30 hashtags I can use for my social media posts about self-publishing. How amazing is this stuff, guys?
It's amazing and scary at the same time.
True. I have another AI tool. What it allows me to do is take something I've written, paste it in, and then I just say reword, and it makes it sound better. It makes me sound smarter. But you ever just like you've been writing something and you're stuck and you're not quite sure how to make it better? So I'll share a link to that tool as well so that you can check that out. It works amazingly well. You can reword it. You can change the tone of it. You can ask it to extend, like to start with what you put there and extend the writing so that you have more words about the topic you're writing on. It's just amazing. Gives us no excuse why we cannot go in, create some emails, welcome emails, create some blog posts, create some social media, write me a pitch to my local news station about interviewing me for the launch of my new book. Anything that you know, writing that you can ask for, maybe emails, but I would have qualms about posting these blog posts on my site. I didn't write them. Who owns them? Amelia, you know what? That's a good question. Here's something you could use it for. What are the benefits of reading aloud to kids? So if you're writing a post and you're like, you know what, I want to put the benefits, or I need the statistics about such and such, right? These are things that you can incorporate, ask it a bunch of questions, get the verbiage, create your own out of the information that it provides for you. And there's a lot of people saying that they're using AI in writing their books. If we're writing a blog post, these are great benefits. If I have an anti-bullying book, I might want to know some statistics about bullying, right? And it's going to go out and do all that research and pull some things in a very easy to use language that you can then copy and paste and use or modify. Oh, by the way, there are also teachers now have tools that they can enter the information in to determine whether or not their students have used AI to generate their stories. So, you know, you never know what all of this type of stuff is until you actually get a chance to do it. Here is PseudoRight. This I think I purchased or I subscribed to. It's not a free tool, but it's been so valuable. One of the things that I'm trying to figure out is ways that I can make my website copy better. So here, that bothers me. So I'll go to PseudoRight and I'll paste in that. And it gives you like a maximum number of words that it can do at once. So I'm going to hit enter. And so here, there's a rewrite button. There's a brainstorm button. It allows me to do a poem, twist some characters. I've got lots of different, like I can shift the tone of it. I can follow instructions and do a guided one, like what we just did with the other OpenAI. But what I'll do here is I'll highlight this and say rewrite. And over here, I get the option to do a rephrase, make it shorter, make it more descriptive, show, not tell. So I'm just going to say rephrase and hit go. And so it gives me two options here to rephrase. And I've been using this to make my writing better and prepare my self-publishing Made Simple book for editing with Bobby, because there are some places where I just don't, I'm kind of stuck with how the words flow. It makes it flow better. And I'm able to use this, again, as a research tool and as a way of creating something that is just truly wonderful. If you have a problem with like showing and not telling kind of things, or you can put your stuff out there and it'll rewrite it so that you don't have that issue. Change something to a different tense, those kinds of things, the amazing developments in artificial intelligence are just going all over the place. They're everywhere. They're able to create videos and all kinds of activity just by going to a command line and telling it what you want to create. It's amazing. So just start experimenting, open your mind and use it in good ways. Use it for good. And let's see what we can do to, like I said, in less than an hour, I have a month's worth of social media content, which I've reviewed and updated and then forwarded over to be scheduled. And now I don't have to worry about it for a month. There's no excuse for me not to spend the time doing it, where normally my perfectionism would get in the way of like, oh, my words aren't coming out right. I'll go back to it when I'm inspired. And so I don't get that same kind of volume that I would using something like this.